A genre really hard to get right is the power fantasy. Everyone knows it for generally being god awful, but there are a few cases where it actually works. Sure, you're probably going to find something among the lines of Sword Art Online, which is, to say the least, really bad, or just really bad in its clear power fantasy with no redeemable qualities. But on the other hand, you might get something like Doom, which is just awesome in every way. Uh, there's no real better example than this genre than the Ace Combat series. A series about spider jets killing each other in a fictional world called Strange Real with in-depth lore, and every time you show up, something bad happens. And there's constantly a war every 5 minutes, it seems. Like, seriously, I think they had, 10 wars at one point. Just for an example of this, I'm going to play a mission from the DLC, and show you the play, and describe it all. The mission starts as you fly into battle. Your allies are horrified to realize that Ocean High Command, in all of its brilliancy, forgot to send anyone else but you to cover the fleet. Your enemies are shocked as well, seeing as Osea only sent 4 planes into a dogfight with against hundreds of other planes, but oh well. You don't care. You just want to go back to killing and murdering all of your enemies. You weave into the enemy lines, dodging behind them, desperately trying to get behind them to fire your missiles, killing them as they horrifyingly try to fight back. Listen, I just really, really like this mission, and there's a bunch of cool little bits about it. It's one of the few missions in the game that doesn't have drones in it, and to reflect that, the music in it doesn't have any electronic, sounding things, and, it's one of the most fun air-to-air missions. And there's, not very many missions that are focused solely on, just dogfighting and only dogfighting. But when there are, they're a blast. I also have to imagine the horrified looks on their faces as, they saw, this plane in particular, something that's supposed to be, in a museum. And I also want to imagine their shock when they see the Firebird. The Firebird is the, player character from 2. This mission is just so fun. I love talking about this game to, get it. It's my only suggestion. There's also, a bunch of fun things, the atmosphere is just so fun. Even your enemies are happy to be here, because they're oh wow, we get to do our jobs, we're not being replaced by drones. That's sweet. And they even make jokes about it, too. Is this a place for, meeting for all the pilots replaced by drones? Your allies are smack-talking, too. It's just so fun, and the only thing I wish this mission had also was it was longer, or there were more missions like it. It's just so much fun. There's a part in it where you have to, you have to, just, it's so long, but it's so much fun. To put it lightly, to explain it very lightly, this game, I can't put into words just how much of an experience it is to play. It just makes you feel like a hero as you gun down hordes of enemies on your own, saving the day. There's this cool part coming up right here. The squadron I'm fighting, there are a bunch of, people in older planes who are, acting like they're cowboys. And they're, have, some of the most fun lines. They're all enjoying it, too. It's a weird thing to say, that they're enjoying war, but you have to protect the fleet, too, as, a bunch of different enemies come in to fight you. It's awesome. Oh, here I am killing all of them in, one pass. That was like one moment. I was like, oh my god, that's awesome! I'm so glad I filmed that. This entire mission is fun. Oh, and I can see it coming up. Oh, and there's a bunch of Harriers that you have to, like, zoom in to protect the fleet against, and they're, like, come in from the sides, and they're like, you have to stop them, Trigger! That's your character's name, and it's just, it just makes me happy. Oh, and there's these idiots. They're complete psychopaths hired to kill you. You know, this looks like it's setting it up for a fun boss fight. And, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Like, it's about to happen right after I kill this one guy. I remember it. It's... this is literally from their introduced... And... There she is. And... Wait for it. She's dead. I love this plane. It's just stupidly overpowered. Oh, and here's the fun character. The fleet's dead. All you did was for nothing. Oh, stop the guys with cruise missiles who are launching. Oh no, they're gonna launch a weapon of mass destruction at Ored. You have to stop them, Trigger. And... Trigger, you have to do it. Chase them in your plane. You're clearly the most responsible person to do this, and the best way to do it. Chase them! What are you doing? They're getting away! You have to stop them before they cross the border! And they're dead. This game is just so fun. I cannot recommend it enough. Go, if you have, like, a PC or PS4 or Xbox One, get this game. It's so much fun, and you won't regret it. I'm Jake Hawking, and this has been my video.